Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Triple N Media. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, a cardiologist from Houston, Texas. In this presentation, we're going to look at a very common problem that I have been battling with for, I would say, decades, and that is bedroom being always hot or cold compared to the rest of the house. Why does the bedroom get hot and humid while the living room is nice and cool in summer? How can we fix that? So I've done a deep research into this using AI technology, and we're going to go through each one of these step by step and try to understand why the bedrooms get hot and how hot do they get, how humidity can affect your feeling, and what can be done to fix this problem. There's an easy solution. Stay till the end of this presentation and I will walk you through step by step how to fix this problem. So let's begin with, you can follow my arrow here, yellow arrow here. Why does the bedrooms get hotter than the rest of the house at night? Here are some reasons as to why the bedrooms can get hot. Bedrooms can feel hotter than the living room due to poor airflow, lack of sufficient air ventilation or returns, and heat buildup through windows and walls. A lot of times your bedrooms are facing like, for example, the west side, where you get the afternoon hot sun that warms up most of the bedroom and that traps the heat. Number two, the biggest problem with bedrooms is that there is no ventilation. The big air return, which removes the impure air from the whole living room, is always in the living room. There's actually no adequate ventilation to remove the hot and humid air from the bedroom and recirculate it and send cool air through the air conditioner. So that's number one. And it is the temperature and the humidity that makes you feel so sick and muggy. In fact, one day I checked my temperature. The living room was 73 degrees and the bedroom was 78 degrees. The humidity was 60% in the bedroom. That's way too high humidity. With a temperature of 78 degrees, you'll be sweating like a pig. And you can turn on the fan, but that's not going to be enough. It's not going to cut it. So we have to look at better alternatives to fix that one. When the temperature is hot, the body tries to produce sweat. But when the humidity is high, the body cannot increase the sweating. As a result, we feel sick and we still feel muggy and we feel kind of suffocated. That's why it is important to fix two things. Number one, ventilation. Number two, how to remove this excess humidity. So let's continue. Best options to keep bedroom cool and comfortable. I want you to pay attention to all of these simple steps that we can take in order to reduce the temperature and the humidity in your bedroom. It doesn't matter whether it's on the first floor or the second floor or on bedrooms are always hotter than the rest of the house for the reasons I explained. Number one, you can use a humidifier, and I'm going to go through what are the humidifiers, what do they do, and what are the different brands available, and how do you select a humidifier that is suitable to you based upon various parameters which we'll be covering. Number one, improve airflow. By using ceiling fan in a reverse order will help to circulate the hot air so that it cools the temperature. And using cooling mattress pads and breathable beds are other alternatives, but a much better alternative is to completely bring the temperature down in the entire bedroom. When we are talking about bedroom, you have to understand you have a bedroom and a closed closet and the restroom, which is the closet and the restroom may be as big as your bedroom. If your bedroom is like 300 square feet, your closet and restroom could be another 300 feet. So you're talking about 600 square feet of space, which is accounting for all this trapped air, which leads to heat and humidity. We can use portable air conditioners, effective for both cooling temperature and removing humidity. And we can keep doors open on air conditioned outlets so that we get much cooler air at a bigger volume compared to keeping those doors semi-closed or mostly closed. And the other thing we need to do is we need to stay hydrated. If you are dry and if you can't sweat and it's humid, it really makes us feel sick. When to use a humidifier? The normal humidity inside a bedroom should be between like 30 to 50%. Anytime it goes above 50, 60%, you're going to feel hot and muggy. Especially when it's like 80% humidity, it's kind of hard to even breathe. Even if you take off your t-shirt and all this, still you feel muggy. The room feels muggy, stuffy, and the AC could be running full blast. You can have a fan running, but those things are not going to fix how you feel and what is going on in the bedroom, namely the temperature and the humidity. The humidifiers basically remove all this excess moisture from the hot and humid air inside the bedroom and collects that in a reservoir which is part of the humidifier system. In that way, when it removes all this humidity, suddenly the air becomes cooler because the air is not heavier, the air can circulate better, and the fan will help to circulate the air. In this way, you begin to feel better. Plus, all this condensation of water into the dehumidifier will result in like a 1, 2, 3, 4 liters of liquid collection in 24 hours, which was circulating in your bedroom. Can you imagine that one? And when you remove that, the bedroom is going to be cooler. What size humidifier do we need? And this is an important thing to consider. That's right. Remember, I told you when you talk about bedroom, you're talking about bedroom plus closet and the restroom. So if your bedroom is 300 square feet and the closet and the restroom are 300 square feet, you're looking at like 600 square feet. Most of these humidifiers, they say, can cover up to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 square feet. So I would get something at least twice the size of the bedroom, bathroom, closet size, so that you are adequately covered, so that you are not going to run into shortage. How much humidity level is okay? As I told you, most of the dehumidifiers come with what is known as a hygrometer. Hygrometer tells you what the room temperature is and what the humidifier level is. But you don't need to buy a separate one. If you want, you can buy it. But if you're going to buy a dehumidifier, that will give you all these numbers, display these numbers constantly, so you can monitor them without having to buy an extra stuff. The normal ideal humidity, as I told you, should be 30 to 50%. If you keep it around 40%, 45%, it's even better because the room feels cooler and there's less strain on your air condition, and you will be able to sleep comfortably so that you have a good night's sleep. 7 hours of sleep is very essential for all human beings, and especially for older people, because it's the hot and humid air that keeps you awake at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you can't go back to sleep. It's a major problem for seniors. So, in summary, darken all your rooms. Cut off all excess noises, turn off all LED devices, and keep the room cool, calm, and dark. And turn on the humidifier and keep the fan running. With this, I think you can really transform your hot and humid bedroom into a nice, cool place where you can quietly put some classical music or your favorite music and then just have a wonderful sleep. We're talking about how do we decide which size humidifier we need. As I said, the area 300 to square feet, including bedroom, closet, and the bathroom. It should be able to remove like 20 to 25 pints of water, because you don't want the excess water to overflow. But usually most of these machines stop when the bucket is full. So the thing you want to make sure is that when you turn on the dehumidifier in the night, it should be enough to last till the morning so you can empty the water on a daily basis. Noise level is another important thing we need to consider. Models under 40 decibel, remember this is the number 40 decibel, are much quieter and easily tolerable compared to someone with like 50 or 60 decibels. So keep that one in mind. We also need to have an auto shut off when the tank is full. These are things you need to watch for when you're trying to buy a humidifier. And set the humidifier to like 40 to 45%, and they should be portable. They should have wheels because some of them may be heavy, so you want to make sure that you have wheels to move them around. They should be programmable, so you can automatically turn them on at a given set time and turn them off like very early 6 o'clock in the morning. So that way you will be safe without overrunning the machine. All right. So these are some of the important factors to take into consideration. So let's go some window shopping and see what are the things available. And I asked my AI assistant to tell me some of the commonly available dehumidifiers available in the market, in like the major big boxes, Amazon and Costco and all these places. Some of the ones they recommended are here: Hisense, which is 25 pint dehumidifier for $150, Insignia, which is $189, Black & Decker, Pure. And then I asked my AI assistant to tell me which one is the top selling one and has the best features compared to all the other ones. And there are a lot of different humidifiers, but I found this Medea Cube dehumidifier is highly regarded for its excellent performance and features. It is one of the best performing 50 pint, but you may not need 50 pint. Even a 25 pint dehumidifier might cover up to 1,500 feet of your bedroom and closet. So you just measure your size and look at the one that covers twice and get twice the amount, so that you don't have to run out of space. And the one which operates quietly, and it collects up to 4.25 gallons of water over a 24-hour period. It has a accurate hygrometer, that is how much humidity is there is going to be reflected. And it supports, like you can do it from your cell phone, control it, start, off, and what humidity you want to set. So all these things are available with 1-year warranty. So let us see. You want your bedroom to go from a humidity of 80% to something like 45%, which is nice, calm, and green. So that's the purpose. So let's look at this one particular one I would like to show you. You can go to Amazon and you can pull them up. The one which I was talking about, which was highly recommended, is this Medea 20 cube humidifier, basement, living room, and bedroom, and all this. You can keep it in like a restroom, or keep it at one corner of the house. It also has a drain pipe which can drain right into the sink, but the connections may be a little bit complicated. But as long as you collect water less than what it holds over 24-hour period, it should be okay. So it's about $179 here in the United States. You can take a look at that, and you can also look for other brands like all these different names. And also, I would read the comments on these and see. Let's say comments here. What are people saying about the comments? Okay, here's like a 4,581 people have bought this one. So obviously, I think 5-star here. There's a 5-star here. There's a 4.5-star here. The 5-star, there's 1-star here. Maybe this person had bad luck. So overall, it looks all right. So I think this is the one I think I am looking at getting one, and hopefully, it would fix my humidifier problem, which I had for decades. I could never understand why the bedroom was always hotter than the rest of the house. Now I understand. I hope you too understand why the bedroom is hot and humid all the time, no matter whether it is summer or winter. So ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching a presentation on bedrooms always hotter than the rest of the house. how to fix it. I am Dr. Nik Nikam. Thank you so much for watching this presentation, and I will see you in the next presentation on tips for healthy living. Being a cardiologist, I had to focus on healthy, comfortable living. Bye.